Let's understand the cues that we've gathered from US markets. Now, US markets are on a pace for a winning week, ended on a higher note. Two key things what we saw. One is that the Donald Trump held off imposing the reciprocal tariffs. That one worked maybe. And second is some relief coming on the PPI front. So especially after the softer consumer price index, that's a favorite gauge of Fed whenever they have to take a decision on the interest rate. So PPI came in, that was some relief which came in from PPI. So how did markets reacted to it? During the regulatory session, S&P added nearly 1%. In fact, NASDAQ, which one fell a day prior, also rose 1.5%. And even Dow, the index where the banking and the financials heavy index, that one also advanced nearly 0.7%. And this was especially the move came in, the high move on the indices came in after Trump signed a presidential memorandum on reciprocal tariffs. However, he fell short of enacting them for the time being. On the other data index and of course the PPI index, PCE index, which is a favorite gauge, which came softer last week, we remember at the start of this week, but the PPI, producer price index, some relief came in from that market. And that's what we saw. If you talk about the currency moves, rupee fell yesterday a little. Some strengthening came at the start of the week, but no respite on that front. But the US indices seem to have been digesting the key macro data which have come in.
Well, absolutely, Priyanka, and not just US indices, right? When you take a look at oil prices also, they were also at this point largely digesting the sort of announcement that we've seen come in on the tariff front. But when you take a look at oil prices, largely steady as far as Thursday is concerned, pairing some of those losses of more than 1% earlier in the session as a potential peace deal between Russia and Ukraine continued to extend downward pressure. But you do have expectations about a pause in new US tariffs on the other side that are fueling optimism. So on the back of that, you have Brent crude futures that closed down about 16 cents, 0.2%, but managed to hold up above that $75 a barrel mark. When you take a look at US WTI as well, that's the one that settled down just 8 cents lower or 0.1%, $71 a barrel is the kind of mark that you're looking at as far as US WTI is also concerned. In fact, market participants at this point are reading through this sort of announcement coming in on the tariff front, and they've understood a pause on implementation of the tariffs to be also allowing negotiations to continue until the second quarter. Possibly that is something that the market is looking at, and that's why you have such a lackluster move coming in, or a rather subdued move coming in, not much happening as far as oil prices are concerned. But it's really gold that's taking cues as far as this particular announcement is concerned, because you do have spot gold inching back towards its record peak at this point. 0.4% uptick, but still elevated levels is what you're looking at as far as gold is concerned.
All right, and gold has hit, let's not forget, 8th record high this year itself. But